This woman is just so aimless. It's very airy fairy, but at the same time, she really thinks she's doing something.
And when I raise my voice, you start talking louder.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't raise your voice, honestly.
Wow.
Get off my phone.
Hey Gemsies, welcome back to another video. I am very much enjoying this series. I hope you are too. If you are, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button as well. We are building a generation of marriageable women. So yeah, let's just jump into today's video. Obviously another Kevin one, and it says over-talking boss chick wants to meet her match. So yeah, let's just jump right into it.
I'm so shocked.
Okay, let's rewind that. Sorry.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. How?
Oh, there we go.
Wow. I'm so shocked. Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? I was just being funny, but I want to talk to you.
Hold on. How old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay.
What do you want to talk to me about?
I'm a boss woman. I just was out at my booth, doing my pop-up shop today, and I went to college, and I believe that I can have a family one day. I believe that.
How many kids you got?
No kids.
Okay.
You believe you can have a family? Okay.
Yeah, I believe I can meet my match. I believe that I can find someone that.
Roll it back now.
Oh, sorry.
You don't do.
It's talk all over me.
We don't overtalk.
I'm sorry, I'm getting people go to my page, my website, because I'm talking to you. So it's like, wow, I was shocked that.
What you on about?
Turn off the comments and have the conversation.
Let's talk. Help me out, Kevin.
I don't know why. I mean, if you already have it all figured out, why you need my help?
Yeah.
I want to help your viewers too see my point of view and talk to you and have a conversation.
I don't think
It's just Kevin's face is just like so over it. It's like, this again. The boss chick again. Anyway, let's keep it going.
I don't think my viewers want to hear a woman tell them anything.
I don't want to tell them. I want to answer your question.
You said you wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I just want to talk about your conversation about how I can meet my match. How can I make
I don't know what your match is. I don't know what your match is. What do you want?
I want someone that, can match my drive, my ambition, someone that can bring.
Why is she still scrolling with the comments?
I want someone that can meet, my match.
What does that mean?
How's that working out for you?
It's been working out great, but honestly, I don't think guys at this point in my career are what I need to focus on. Like, I just want to focus on myself, and then when I get to a level where I'm comfortable, I want to settle down, and that's what's in my vicinity. Then I'll do that more.
Want any children one day?
Yes, of course. That's why I'm doing everything.
Of course.
Well, not of course, but
hold on. Okay. How many kids would you like to have?
2 or 3.
2 or 3? Which one?
2 and a maybe.
2 or 3?
He's so over it.
2 or 3?
3. Let's say 3. Let's just go for it.
So when are you gonna start? You're 31.
I live in Las Vegas right now.
Okay. At what age does geriatric pregnancy attach for the female?
I'm sorry, what?
At what age
You're
does
geriatric
pregnancy attach for women?
Yes, there is a time.
At what age?
I'm like, I hear at 35 you begin to be
35, yes. At 35.
I'll settle for one kid.
At 35, at 35, when was your last relationship?
I'm dating someone now, but my last relationship was 1.5 years ago.
And how long did it last?
5 years.
Wow.
Do me a favor. You keep swiping.
Yeah.
These people are going to my website.
Just turn it off.
Turn off the notifications or turn off comments.
Gosh.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'll just ignore it. It's blocking your face, though.
Well, you can turn off the comments. All you have to do is hit the 3 dots.
No, do you know my website? It tells me when I get viewers. So, but you can go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's fine. Okay, so
Ugh.
5 years, right? 5 years was your longest relationship. Why didn't you guys get married?
Well, we just decided that's not what he wanted at that time. He wanted to focus on his business as well and get himself to a better position. You know,
Okay.
that's not. We both were just, wanted to focus on business at this time in our life.
Okay.
And what kind of business are you in?
I do marketing and branding.
Okay.
Same thing, but I'm also, I do.
All right. So at what age?
I own a marketing.
At what age? No, I don't know. We have this conversation. At what age do you think you will be ready or in a position to settle down?
Like soon. Like now.
What does that mean?
Someone.
At what age? Because
31.
Well, ma'am,
you're not moving like that though.
You just contradicted yourself.
Yeah.
How?
Was you came through the door talking about you're not ready.
You're not ready, yeah.
I never said. I said that I want to. That's why I'm not in a relationship. I'm dating someone.
But either way, you're not ready.
How long have you been dating this person?
For about 4 months.
This is the thing where women are just aimlessly dating, not moving with intention because they're not ready for marriage anyway. So when you have someone who's serious, they end up blowing it because they weren't serious anyway. They weren't ready for it anyway. It's because they couldn't be by themselves. Why don't you just focus on yourself and then focus on a laser on the outcomes that you say you want and give yourself that timeline, rather than it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I don't want to be alone, but I still want a body to sleep next to, to pump and dump in me occasionally. It's just so haphazard. How do you move? This is how they end up having kids, because it's very aimless with people who never had the capacity to be fathers. The only capacity they had was to bust a nut in ya. And it became a child. That's all they can do, or that's all they want to do. But because we're not taking our brains with us whilst we're engaging in these acts, we end up bringing innocent children into this world because we lack discipline, we lack direction, we lack adulting responsibilities, taking accountability. This woman is just so aimless. It's very airy fairy, but at the same time, she really thinks she's doing something.
Do you want to get married?
Yes.
You guys start dating with the intention to be married?
Well, yeah, I am, but how can I, balance my work and my relationship?
Did you start? Okay. Did you start dating this man with the intent that I'm dating men specifically and solely towards getting married?
Yes.
You guys had this conversation.
Yes. From the day
he wants to get married.
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of time frame does he want to get married?
I'm not sure. I mean,
so when you asked him,
I haven't had that. I haven't had that.
She's lying.
You haven't had the conversation.
Okay.
You talk a lot.
No, I don't.
I'm getting to the bullet points.
Okay.
If you're dating with intention, you said I'm dating a man, and we got it clear that I want to get married, he wants to get married. The next question is in what time?
Yeah.
4 months?
Absolutely. This is why Kevin got me married in under a year. Because this is the conversation we had. I knew that this year I wanted to get married. And I knew that from a long time ago. When I met someone, literally the end goal was marriage. And if, we aligned in values, in morals, in direction, in everything, it was going to be in a year or under if possible. And it was, and it's all because Kevin got me to focus like a laser on the outcomes that I said I want. Fine tune the qualities that I already had whilst I was single. So when the opportunity arose, I did not have to do much, So once we aligned, we're like, actually, what are we waiting for? Let's just get married. And here we are. I miss Kevin. I really miss Kevin. I was actually with my husband when Kevin passed away. At that time, we were fiancé. We weren't married just yet. At that time, we weren't married. But yeah, I was in his presence when we found out that Kevin had passed. It's actually his older brother that sent me the message because I didn't have any network or any connection in Ghana at that time. So his brother in America was like, does Jem know that her bae has passed away? And I was like, what? And he was just so comforting, comforted me through this moment. And he was sad as well. And, yeah, Kevin. Let's keep it going.
If you don't know,
sorry.
If you didn't know from day one, why'd you go to day 2 or 3?
I'm assuming it's within a year.
We don't assume shit. We're business people. We don't assume anything.
I'm just dating right now.
We're business people. We're business people. We don't assume anything. We can't. Can you deposit an assumption?
No.
So in other words, you're not dating with what I call an intention to be married.
Right.
Okay.
So why don't you have the conversation with him tomorrow?
I tried to have it last night. I had something to do today, so I didn't go into it, but it is something that I do have intentions on doing soon. But
see, that's the problem. If this man was what you say he is, he would already have had this conversation with front. You see, this is part of the problem. You ladies talk, but you don't want to get the real stuff up front because you might not be his pick.
Yeah.
And he might not be yours, but the bottom line is
you're still wasting each other's time.
He is not. If he says tomorrow, no, I don't want to be with you. I like this, but I don't want to take it any further. What are you prepared to do?
Just continue dating.
Thank you.
Other people.
Continue dating, but you're only dating this one person.
Well, not that's by choice.
No, whatever.
But you're only dating this one person right now.
Yes.
So, go back to geriatric pregnancy. Go back to when do you want to get married?
Okay.
How can you not like Kevin? Like how? He gives you the strategy. He gives you the formula. Get out of your feelings. Get out of your emotions. Under it all, they're moving with fear because there's this seriousness when it comes to having the things that you say you want. There's a seriousness about it. There's this, wow, I have to put my all into it. Wow, I have to put effort into it. Wow, it's finally happening. You can feel a bit like, oh my God, the fear of the unknown. And then when the unknown falls on your lap, you're like, oh, very surreal, very, very surreal. And that's the conversation as women. We don't think about that because we're always thinking about the fairy tale. We're not thinking about the day-to-day running of that, that marriage or that relationship. We haven't sat down to think about this. That is why we waste our own time. This woman might take her a long time before she actually gets to the point where she thinks she's ready. And then once she thinks she's ready, then she has to deal with the anxiety, the fear that comes with all of these things. And then she still wants to have children. And then she's probably 35 by that time.
Tell you. All right.
This is what I mean. This is why you can't have what you say you want because you ladies don't approach it with seriousness.
Well,
you guys just get that comment. No, because the calendar has told you what life is.
You don't have time.
I try not to put a date on things that I can't.
But it's not you though.
I understand what you're saying. The intent
it's biological.
Put a date on it could help expedite.
I want you guys to understand how often our women don't want to put restrictions on.
It's delusions. It's fear.
Don't want to put a calendar or a clock on anything. You don't want to put a clock on it because it's rejection. It's real clear.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems that it could appear that way, but it's definitely
it is that way.
It is.
People just try to have faith, that whatever's going on.
No, there's no faith.
It's not faith.
It is that way.
I understand you. I believe you, but I never thought about it like that.
Well, think about
that's why men run the world.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because when stuff has to be done in a systematic way, you guys don't approach it that way.
No.
You approach it in your feelings and faith.
Yeah.
So do you think men do that? They know when they want to get married and they
Yep.
date on that?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
They do.
I know at least 10 men who got married. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 men in my group alone. Plus, you can go on YouTube and see all the videos of people who say,
Yep.
I've been listening to Kevin. I've got married in under 6 months. Yeah.
I'm one as
Well,
well.
yeah, they're listening to you, but do they know
No, man.
that?
You asked me. I can not only tell you, I can show you people.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you folks. Dennis Furley, he's an attorney right here on YouTube, found his fiance in my group. He's out a week. See, the problem is...
I understand that you do help people, but I don't think people naturally know this.
So they need to find out.
I'm not saying no one knows this, but I'm saying...
You don't think people...
They know this, and they're moving that way. You know, and if you don't know something, you educate yourself. It's like we're not proactive. We don't take our initiative when it comes to relationships and things like that. All we know how to do is open our legs and then go for our careers and go for our education. That's it. I'm a boss chick. Meanwhile, we don't apply ourselves when it comes to the relationship. Therefore, when we come into relationships, into marriages, we lack skills, the skills to maintain the thing that we say we want. You know, we lack those skills, and we can't zip it and just learn, listen to understand, and apply what we've learned. We don't know how to do that as well. It's just a recipe for disaster.
The majority of people
The answer
that you're valuing up saying that they do this, they're not thinking.
Don't talk me. What the hell is wrong with you, man? I told you to overtalk me.
Okay.
I'm trying to...
I'm listening.
You're not. Your mouth is moving.
I'm talking and you're talking through me. That's the one thing I ask you not to do. And when I raise my voice, you start talking louder.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't raise your voice, honestly.
Wow.
Get off my phone.
Oh. You shouldn't raise your voice. Yeah, this is that thing where it's like, well, you shouldn't do this. Meanwhile, you've broken a boundary. This is how... Don't get me wrong. I've spoken about verbal abuse, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Women, when we lose an argument, we get in our feelings and then we resort to all these things, sign language. This man has said it over and over again. Do not overtalk me. And as a host, you as a guest on someone's show, you should know this as well. You're a boss chick. If you are talking, you wouldn't want your client talking all over you. So why is it that the minute we get into this kind of setting, it's like we still want to overtalk? So when he is backed in a corner because his boundaries have been trampled over and hasn't been honored, and then he does what he needs to do. Hello, somebody. All of a sudden, well, you shouldn't be doing that. So I can poke the hornet's nest, but you can't sting. Okay. That's how women get hurt these days. That's just all I'm going to say. Exercise your mouth, ladies. Exercise this bit. Some discipline. Learn to just be quiet, you know? Just learn to be quiet. Learn to honor people's boundaries the way you want them to honor yours. That's all I'm going to say. But I thoroughly enjoyed that. Let me know your thoughts down below. I think a lot of women are lazy these days. They're lazy. They don't know how to approach relationships. They lack relationship skills, but they don't want to learn about it because they're stubborn and they're set in their own ways. But at the same time, they have faith. This is that spiritual bypassing thing where we hide behind God or religion to save us from predicaments that we put ourselves in all the time, where God is not a G-O-D, it's more like a D-O-G. I need you. Okay, come do this for me. Okay, I don't want to put in the work, but hey, you're God. You can do everything. Go and do it for me. That's how we treat God, and that's not how it should be. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Until next time, take care and God bless. Bye-bye.